Good morning, my Colorado friends. Randy Flood here. Today is Tuesday, July the 20th, and we actually had a rain shower here in Parker, and everything is nice and cool, and it's a welcome relief from the high 90s to the low hundreds. With the rates go up category, building permits were up slightly, but that was offset by the huge drop in housing starts. And the Dow was actually down over 100 points when I was preparing this. And corporate earnings from IBM and Goldman were also negative. Here's what's going on in the market right now. As you can see, we started off neutral, went up and went down. And I believe, the decrease in the bond prices, I think that's because Bernanke was scheduled to speak at 10 o'clock, and then unexpectedly he pushed back his speech till 4 hours to 2 o'clock. And I think that really spooked the market. Now, here's what it looks like on the candlesticks. Right now we're down 15 basis points. As you can see, we were up higher. And if we'd break the 101.75, I believe that we'll actually go down to about 101.40ish. So more of a correction coming down to the 10-day moving average. Now, with all the negative news and all that, we should really have a much higher bond rally than what we're having. But once again, I think technically we're kind of on, a little bit of topsy-turvy. So I'm expecting a correction of coming down here, and that is not bad in the long run because we do need to have, like I said before, all these stair steps. And once again, I think we'll come down to here. Now, what the lenders have done today, you can see the lenders have improved their pricing a little bit. 28 have actually decreased it. And if the market continues to go the way it is, we'll actually see a lot more lenders changing their pricing for the worse. In summary, building permits up a little bit, but the housing starts were down a lot. And matter of fact, wait one sec. I forgot to mention and show you this graph. Once again, this is for housing starts and building permits. And, the gray area here is actually for the recession. And you can see where housing starts were before. This was like 1,600 all the way up to 2,200 a month. And things, you can see that, since 2006, we've taken a strong decrease. And, slightly went up, but once again, the housing starts really dropped off, although building permits increased just a tad. And in order to get out of improve the economy, the housing has to lead the economy, and we need to get this back up to here where we're actually healthy. And once again, we need to have the manufacturing sector contribute also. So people are gainfully employed. So until these things happen, I think we're still going to have a rally in the bonds. I'm very long-term bullish on that, which means I believe that we'll still continue to see low interest rates. But I wanted just to share this chart with you. Now back to the summary. As I mentioned, IBM and Goldman, their earnings really kind of spooked the market. The Dow is off over 100 points, and the bonds are still topping. And once again, I see a correction coming forward. And once again, we'll need to really listen to what Bernanke says. And, why did he actually push back his talk? Maybe he had a cold or stuffed nose or whatever. But usually, anytime like this happens, people think of the worst. And the thought of the day, your life is a purpose. A lot of times people say, I don't know what my purpose is in life. There's been a lot of books written on it, but your life is your purpose. What you do does have meaning. So really you need to live it well and live it as though your decisions matter. And I know for myself, in order to do that, when I make decisions, I think of, one is always do it with character, integrity, and also, make them as if my mom, for example, I was really close to my mom. And some people would also say, hey, what would Jesus do in this situation? Whomever you really look up to and respect, ask yourself, what would they think of my decision? And when you look at it that way, your decisions really do matter, and they really do drive where you're headed in life. So once again, live your life well and live it as if it really matters. And as always, only wanting the best for you.